Hey, I'm talking about Becklespinax from the Netflix series Jurassic World Chaos Theory, and I'm talking about it because I thought it was an awesome dinosaur. This is probably one of the coolest dinosaur inclusions we have in the Jurassic franchise, just because of how cool it looks. It has just such an interesting design and colors, and there were two of them in the series. One of them was named Brunette. I cannot remember the other one's name. But what makes this Becklespinax, or Altaspinax, as we'll get to in a minute, an interesting conclusion or inclusion is because it is a very fragmentary dinosaur. It has very, very fragmentary remains. So Becklespinax was a late Cretaceous carnivore that was discovered in around the 1850s by a man named Dr. Beckles, hence the name Becklespinax, meaning Beckles spines. And it was described by Richard Owen, the guy who coined the term dinosaur. And what was very interesting about this was that it was only found with these tall neural spines. And because Megalosaurus was the only giant carnivorous dinosaur known around that time in England, it was put along and related to Megalosaurus, or that's what Richard Owen believed. But later around that time, there was also some teeth fragments found, and this was what they said belonged to Altaspinax. But that later was said, Altaspinax was said to not be have substantial fossil evidence enough to be distinct, so it was kind of just a nomen dubium. But because these are very both fragmentary, both Becklespinax and Altaspinax are kind of just synonymous with each other, and they're no longer classified as megalosaurids, but mostly believed to be related to carchodontosaurids like Concavenator or Acrocanthosaurus with their tall neural spines, and could have had a structure similar to both of them, which it is very interesting. Now, Becklespinax is estimated to be about 20 feet in life, but again, it's very fragmentary. But overall, I love its portrayal in the show. Even though it's a fragmentary dinosaur, I love how they represented it in the show with mastering its tall neural spines, giving it interesting colors, those kind of structures, those spikes on the front of its head, and of almost a very crest-like structure around its snout. But also, it's just absolutely horrifying in the show, and it feels like it went back to being an actually scary dinosaur, which is something we haven't had a while in the franchise. If you guys love paleontology content, please don't mind liking and subscribing.